everyone. Welcome to another episode of our Kids Crafts. We today are going to be learning how to make a pinwheel flower. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen pinwheels before. They're pretty cool. They use the momentum of air to create this effect. So like spins. We use the wind to spin these pinwheels. So we're going to make one that actually looks like a flower today. All right, guys, before we get started, we have a book we're going to read that teaches us a little bit about flowers. So we found this super cool book. This is called What's Inside a Flower and Other Questions About Science and Nature. This is by Rachel Ignovsky. Okay. All right. Now, this has a lot of words. We're going to read some of the fun facts on the pages, okay? All right. Flowers live everywhere. They bloom in bustling cities, lush jungles, soggy swamps, blistering deserts, and high up on rocky mountaintops. Love the pictures. Flowers are found growing on trees, in orchards, on the vines of fruits, in grassy fields, and in fancy gardens. Flowers come in many colors, shapes, and sizes. But how does a flower grow? Why do flowers bloom on plants? What's inside a flower? Science will help us answer these questions. You can see on this page the different parts. We've got the flower, petals, leaves, the stem, and the roots. A flower starts as a seed underground. The seed will begin to grow roots and its first leaves. Above ground and below, bugs, bacteria, and fungi all munch, crunch, and wiggle their way through dirt. They are called decomposers. Decomposers eat waste like garbage, dead things, and poop. By breaking down waste, decomposers make new soil. Soil is the perfect place for a seed to grow into a flower. With time, the seed will become a much larger plant. The flower's roots spread deep into the ground, keeping the plant sturdy so that it will grow tall. Rich soil has water and minerals that a plant needs to grow. Rainwater soaks into the soil, traveling down into the roots. The minerals in the soil help the plant grow strong. The root hairs slurp up the water and minerals. So you can see a stem, and we will have a stem on our flower today too. It's going to be pretty cool. And some leaves, actually. Speaking of leaves, a flower stem grows out of the soil. Water and minerals travel from under the ground up through the stem to the rest of the plant. The stem holds up the plant's leaves and flowers high above the ground. Leaves are food for many animals. You can see some of the cool little animals that are crawling on the leaves. Leaves have the special job of absorbing sunshine. Plants turn sunlight into food in a process called photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, plants also make fresh air. Plants make the oxygen in the air that everyone breathes. Just like people need food to grow big and strong, a flower needs sunshine, water, and minerals to grow. When a flowering plant gets big enough, buds will appear. So a bud is like a baby flower. Each bud opens little by little until it blooms into a beautiful flower. Look how pretty. Look inside a flower to see where seeds are made. So you can see all these different types. And if you want to learn more about it, you can go ahead and see if you can find this book at your library. This is where we found this one. Many flowers need help to be pollinated. Some flowers rely on the wind to spread their pollen. Other flowers use animals. These animals are called pollinators. Flowers create nectar that many pollinators love to eat. Bees, butterflies, birds, and bats all reach inside the flowers for a tasty treat. The pollen sticks to their bodies, and as the pollinators snack from flower to flower, they spread pollen and help to create seeds. Flowers attract pollinators in different ways. Many flowers have colorful petals. Some flowers have strong smells to attract pollinators. Night blooming flowers smell especially sweet so pollinators can find them in the dark. A flower's petal shape makes feeding easy for local pollinators. Some petals are shaped like a landing pad for bugs, while other flowers are perfect for long tongues and beaks. The more pollinators that visit a flower, the more chances there are for seeds to be made. Many plants use seeds to reproduce and spread new plants around the world. Flowers create new seeds through pollination. Pollen lands on a flower stigma, which is this little part right here, and grows a tiny tube to travel down to an egg cell. When the pollen grain and the egg cell join, a brand new seed begins to grow. As the seeds get bigger, the flower begins to change. Petals wilt and fall, and as a fruit or pod grows to protect the precious seeds. The fruits, husks, and pods that protect seeds come in all different shapes and sizes. So that's why you find like seeds in peppers or in your fruits like apples, sometimes oranges or grapes. Time passes and the seeds become ready to be planted. Some seeds will burst out of their pods and grow wherever they fall. Other seeds will be eaten by animals and scattered when they poop. Seeds travel near and far. They roll down hills, fly on the wind, and float away in water. Some seeds have wings to help them glide. Some seeds are hard and heavy. There are even seeds with hooks to catch a ride on a passerby. Once a seed finds a spot in the soil, a new plant will grow, and a new flower will bloom. We've learned how each part of a flower does an important job. We've also learned that flowers do important things for everyone. A flower's seeds help spread new plants all over the world. Plants make fresh air. Plants grow into food for people and animals. Plants also do countless other things, like give natural habitats, they make the world beautiful, give shade. Oh, you can see the pictures on this one. What will you plant in your garden? What will you grow? Yummy tomatoes, sweet-smelling lavender, giant sunflowers? Whatever you plant in your garden will be lovely because you know what's inside a flower and you understand that science that makes the flower special. Happy flowers mean happy earth for you and me. All right, now that we understand a little bit more about flowers, let's go ahead and make our own pinwheel flower. Before we get started, we're gonna need to make sure we have all of our supplies. So grab your kits, okay? Your kit should include a piece of poster board, white poster board. This is gonna be your backgrounds, and we'll decorate it later if you'd like. Then you're going to need to grab out your leaves. There should be a couple little leaves in there. You need to have one button. This is going to be our center. And then you should have approximately 5 circles. Now your colors might be different than mine. That's totally okay. So you should have 5 circles, different colors. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. We got it. The last thing you should have are your popsicle sticks. Now these are going to be the stem of your flower. So let's go ahead, make sure you have all the materials. You also are going to need to make sure that you have your glue dots as well so that we can attach it. And if you want to decorate, you'll probably want some colored pencils, crayons, or markers. So go ahead, grab your materials, and then we'll get started. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is grab your bit of poster board and lay it, how they say it, like a hot dog style. So you want it to be long this way. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our sticks. Okay, so grab your popsicle sticks and grab your glue dots. Now, your popsicle sticks are going to act like a stem. So if you want to do a really long flower, you can do 2 popsicle sticks. If you want to just do a smaller flower, you can do 1 popsicle stick. I think I'm going to do 2 popsicle sticks. So you'll take your glue dot, put it on one end to the top end, and then you'll take another one, put it on the bottom end. Make sure they're on the same side so it's going to stick. This is like glue, but it's easier. It's not so messy. So we're going to put it on both ends, and you put wherever you'd like. So I'm going to put mine right here on the center of the paper. If you want yours a different spot, that is totally okay. All right, so we'll get that down. See how it's glued down? Then we'll do the exact same thing with our other popsicle stick. So grab our glue dot, and we'll do our second one. Peel back and stick it. I want mine to go off a little bit to the side, so I'm going to put it a little bit crooked just for fun. But again, this is your project, so make it however you want. So right now we have the stem. Now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to grab our paper circles, okay? So you can see we have our paper circles. This one we've already folded, but what you're going to do is you're going to take it like this, and you're going to fold it in half. Now you want to make sure that it lines up. It doesn't have to line up perfectly. You can see they're a little bit imperfect, but you want to line it up and fold it in half and make it just like that. Okay, so we're going to take all of them, do the exact same thing. So these are going to act as your petals of your pinwheel flower. So you're going to take it, line it up, fold it in half, and then make a nice crease. So if you have like nails or like your fingernails, or if you have like a ruler pencil, you can even go like this and run your finger along it, and that'll make a nice crisp edge so that it doesn't come unfolded. And we'll do this last one. Again, your colors might be different. That's totally okay. All right, so now that we have all of our pieces folded, what we're going to do, we're going to grab our glue dots again. So grab your glue dots. We're just going to take one this time, and I want you to figure out what pattern you want to lay them in. So I might do, so you have that. I might switch the yellow and the purple, maybe the yellow and the blue and the purple. Oh, see, I like that better. So figure out however you want your colors to lay out, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your glue dot, put it on the back side, and put it on the bottom corner, and then you're going to press it right there, okay? Again, if you want to do 2 to make it a little bit more secure, you can. So you'd put another glue dot here on the other corner, and then just press it down very gently. These glue dots are really nice and sticky, so you don't have to press down super hard. And then you're going to leave this flap open, okay? So we're going to do that with all the rest of them as well. Notice how in the center here, they're all almost touching, okay? So we want to make sure the end points are almost touching. All right. Now, this is our fun part. So we're going to take our button. Our button is like the center of our flower. So again, we're going to take our glue dots, we're going to put it right here on the back of our button. Okay, to put on the back of our button. And then you're going to find a nice spot. So I'm going to fold mine down so you can see kind of how it looks in the middle, and then press it down really hard. Press it down, hold there for a second. And there is the center of your pinwheel flower. Okay, so now we get to add cool decorations. So I'm going to add some leaves. Let's get our leaves. We probably want 1 or 2 glue dots. I'm going to put 1 glue dot, but if you want to do more so that your leaves are nice and secure, you totally can. Just take a glue dot, put it on the back, and you flip it over, and you can place your leaves wherever you'd like. Again, this is your project. It does not have to look exactly like mine. That's kind of the fun of creating and making art, is that we can do it however we want. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to put one right here to kind of cover my crooked part. And there you go. Now we have a pinwheel flower. So this is like a really cool thing you can do if you want to make a card, or if you just, want to think about summer. This is a really fun project. And then if you'd like, you can color some grass in, you can put some clouds, a sky. You get to draw this however you want. So I will put a link in the description below for more of our craft kits. If you like this, we have lots more that are different themes, and they use different materials. And also, if you've made one, we would love to see what you make. So I will put a link down below with our Instagram, and you can tag us and show us what you made. Can't wait to see it. Thanks, guys. Until next time.